Beneath the gleaming surface of Scandinavia's global reputation lies a world far more intricate and contradictory than the stereotype of socialist perfection. This exploration peels back the layers of the Nordic model, venturing beyond the statistics of wealth equality and gender parity to uncover the human realities that define Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Iceland. It reveals societies grappling with the tensions between collective comfort and individual ambition, between open-minded liberalism and deep-seated insularity. The journey begins by acknowledging the undeniable achievements. The Nordic nations consistently top global charts for economic equality, measured by the near-flat lines of the Gini coefficient, and for gender parity, where women have long led in politics and the workplace. This egalitarian spirit is often traced to a Viking heritage of communal fairness, a historical thread that weaves into the modern welfare state. Yet, this very success is underpinned by a cultural code of modesty so powerful it has its own name. Derived from a seminal novel, this unwritten law champions the collective and frowns upon standing out. It manifests in a social reserve that can feel like coldness to outsiders, where silence is comfortable, boastfulness is taboo, and a word for responsible competence is a high compliment. This Lutheran-inspired humility creates remarkably stable societies but can also stifle individuality. This strong sense of shared identity forms the glue of these high-trust, homogeneous communities. However, the flip side of this cohesion is a struggle with difference, particularly in the age of immigration. The exploration does not shy away from the rise of populist, anti-immigration politics across the region, a phenomenon thrown into tragic relief by extremist violence. It examines how the very national pride that fuels joyous Constitution Day celebrations can, in darker corners, curdle into anxiety about changing demographics, challenging the narrative of unwavering Nordic tolerance. Each nation, however, tells its own distinct story within this framework. Iceland is portrayed as a land of dramatic contrasts, where a Viking spirit meets American-style risk-taking. Belief in hidden elves rivals belief in God, a testament to a mythic consciousness preserved by isolation. Yet, this same island nation embarked on a breathtaking financial adventure in the 2000s, its banks building a debt bubble that spectacularly burst, fusing Scandinavian sensibilities with a reckless pursuit of opportunity. Norway's character is sculpted by two powerful forces, sublime nature and subterranean oil. The profound love for the dramatic fjords and vast wilderness fosters a unique outdoor-centric culture. Simultaneously, the immense wealth from petroleum has been astutely managed in a sovereign fund, creating a buffer of unimaginable prosperity. This bounty presents its own dilemma: how to maintain a humble, egalitarian self-image while sitting on a mountain of cash, insulating the nation from global economic storms but perhaps also from certain harsh realities. Finland emerges as a nation forged in extremity. Its history of conflict with its powerful eastern neighbor and its harsh climate have bred a culture of resilience, sisu, a kind of stoic grit. This translates into world-leading education systems and a fierce independence, but also into a renowned social reticence. The Finnish relationship with silence, alcohol, and solitude is explored as a product of this challenging environment, creating a people of deep loyalty and surprising intensity beneath a calm exterior. Sweden, often seen as the rational archetype of the region, is revealed to have a more controversial past and present than its neutral, modern facade suggests. The narrative probes the complexities behind its wartime neutrality, its ambitious post-war social engineering, and the contemporary pressures on its famed model. The Swedish pursuit of consensus and rationality is shown to sometimes clash with human nature, leading to unexpected social paradoxes and debates about the price of utopian ambition. Finally, Denmark claims the title of the happiest people, a status the exploration attributes not to personal euphoria but to a profound sense of social security and lowered expectations. The Danish concept of ***, cozy, comfortable conviviality, is framed as a deliberate retreat from ambition and conflict into a safe, pleasant sphere of private life. This social cohesion, supported by a flexible labor market and a strong safety net, fosters a contented stability, even if it sometimes comes at the cost of dynamism. In the end, the Nordic nations are not perfect paradises but fascinating human experiments. They have engineered societies that mitigate many of life's sharpest hardships: poverty, lack of healthcare, educational inequality, thereby creating the conditions for widespread contentment. Yet, they remain subject to universal human foibles: pride, prejudice, isolation, and the quiet yearning for something more. Their true lesson lies not in a blueprint for perfection, but in a compelling demonstration of the trade-offs between equality and individuality, security and ambition, the collective good and the personal dream.